And we are live. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, my co-nurses.
Hello.
Hey, guys.
Hello, hi everyone.
Yes, it's good to see you all. And thank you so much for adjusting your time to mine. I know it's late in Sydney. So I have here beautiful ladies, beautiful nurses and midwife from Sydney and from Dubai. So it's 10 o'clock in Sydney. It's late. I'm so sorry. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are watching. Here we are again with another go live session with our fellow nurses and midwife. And yes, for tonight, we have a very interesting topic. But before that, let me introduce myself for those who don't know me. My name is Estella Vanyo, the face behind Estella Vanyo's Facebook business page, a registered nurse by profession, a proud digital business owner, a mom of two grown ups. I'm living in Sydney, Australia, but I'm currently in my travel nursing contract. So I'm in Western Australia at the moment and originally from Bohol, Philippines, a Bisaya. Hi, hello sa mga Bisaya who are always watching and tuning in with us. And I have here Sis Louisa from Sydney, Sis Moira from Dubai, and Sis Aini from Sydney as well. So hello guys, can you please introduce yourself? Who will go first? Sis
Sure.
Aini.
Okay. Hi everyone. Thank you for coming late. This is Aini from Sydney. I'm a mom and I'm a proud digital business owner. And yeah, we are here to share our life beyond bedside nursing. Sister, I pass it to you, Sister Stella.
Thank you, sis. Thank you, sis Aini. Thank you for coming for being here, even if it's already late. They're sorry. Who will introduce next? Miss Sis Moira. The floor is yours.
Thank you, Sister Stella. Good evening and good afternoon from my side. Good morning for those that's waking up and getting ready for the day. Well, my night is still starting. So I am night duty today, first night shift. Yesterday was day duty. It was a busy day. Got home late. And when I'm a mom of two boys now, I got home and the house was upside down, right? I don't have a nanny. I don't have somebody that's cleaning and everything. So I need to do everything. And I went to bed so late, but yeah, that's just the role. One of the roles that I fill. I'm originally from South Africa. I'm residing in the UAE, 5 years. I'm a midwife doing my full time job, as you heard, still doing my full-time job, and I'm a registered, not a registered, a digital business owner running this business part-time alongside my hectic schedule as a mom and a midwife. But what to do, we learn, we grow, and we move on. That's all that we need to do. So I'm excited for today's topic. Thank you, Sister Stella.
Thank you. Thank you, Sis Moira. And thank you also for being here tonight. Even though if you will be working in a few hours night shift, you're still showing up. Thank you so much, sis. And also, Sis Luisa, the floor is yours.
Hello, everyone. Good evening, ladies, and good afternoon to you, Sis Mara. Oh my goodness, thank you, guys. Finally, we are here. Full. Anyway, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Luisa Injano. It's evening as well in Sydney. I'm originally from the Philippines. I'm a wife and a passionate assistant nurse. I've been in the nursing for 12 years, but I am proud of being a business owner for more than 4 years. Actually, next month is gonna be my 5 years in this business. So back to you, sis. Thank you.
You are muted, sister.
Sorry, I'm on mute. Sorry. Thank you, Sis Luisa. Thank you so much, everyone. And tonight we have another very interesting topic, and I hope and I think everyone can relate to this. So let's start this with this question. I'm sure so many people can relate, not just nurses, but everyone, housewife, full time workers, yeah, everyone. So the question for tonight is, What's one dream you've put on hold because you've been too busy working or being a mom, a full-time mom, or like in healthcare industry, or like just any job that you have. So is there something that you've dreamed of that you put on hold because you've just been too busy? Yes, this is a very interesting question. And as nurses, because we are healthcare workers here, as nurses and a midwife, we are always caring for other people. We know that that's a fact. We work long shifts. We work on weekends. We work on holidays, and sometimes we even miss important family events and milestones of our kids. And before we know it, years have passed, and same of our own dreams, it's still waiting as time passes by. So I'd love to hear from my fellow business partners here. What's one dream you've been putting off? Who wanna answer first?
Okay, so lacking first. Um, I've got so many things that put on hold in my life. One thing is self care, time for self care, time to be with family, time to travel, even to exercise after working long hours, like 12-hour shift or weekends or, night shifts. You come home, you feel so exhausted, you don't even have time to go out and walk. So I think health is one of the main issue I put on hold, like, doing the simple things, even like going out for social life before, because you feel so exhausted and tired. That's one thing. And the other thing, traveling. I am really, really fan of traveling. It's just such a nice feeling. We go somewhere and you come back, you feel so refreshed. Sometimes you don't feel comfortable to ask for holidays, annual leaves, or you don't have enough. Or because the place where you are working is so busy and you feel uncomfortable to ask time off. And those are the things. It's really the back of my mind that I've been putting it on hold. So yeah, even like visiting people. I want to go and have some time with this person. I want to go and have coffee with this person, but you hardly have time, even for yourself. Yeah. Even to have, just simple things. You feel so exhausted. You don't have enough time to do all those small things beyond traveling. I mean, traveling is not luxury because we all need that, break. We all need that time to refresh, to restore, and to come back and do the same thing again. But sometimes we don't even have that time. So those are my bucket lists. I've got so many bucket lists that I need to tick off, but time is my main issue. Yes, sister, back to you. What's yours?
Thank you, sis. I need that's very true. No, I think um, we nurses are heroes, really, because like we look after other people, we take care of them, and we're not even looking after ourselves.
Yeah,
And yeah, I
yeah.
can relate with the health issue. Like we advise our patients do this and that, be compliant with their meds, do regular checkups, but I'm so guilty, I'm not even doing it myself. Like,
Yeah,
it's just so sad. And
yeah.
yeah, sis Moira, can we hear from you? What's that thing that you put on hold?
Um, Thank you for that question. Interesting, Sis Estella, because for me, the one thing actually is just to travel and explore. That's the one thing that I've missed out for the whole of my life, because we were brought up, focus, you go to school, come back, you go to church, come back. And that was the life. That's how I grew up, right? And for many of us back home, and I'm sure for you guys as well, it's like your parents just have the strict rules and that's it. And you don't have a say really, because they make the rules and you just need to abide by the rules. But that's how I grew up, and it was like that mentality that there's nothing more outside than where I'm staying. And if we do go and visit, it's like family, relatives, Cape Town, Johannesburg, Ravennet, these East London. Those are the places that I've gone to the farthest. But Dubai was the first time that I've ever came out of South Africa, and being so long away from my family, and seeing other things and exploring and experiencing other people's culture, their beliefs, and how they live, and what they do, right? Other than the normal culture that we used to, right? As I said, Sunday is church, Friday is youth, Tuesday is choir, Wednesday is church, and that's it, right? If you do have a long weekend and you decide, then as I say, we take a road trip to whichever family member, and that's it. Nothing else, right? But I have seen what I've seen now. I don't know what is happening in South Africa, but suddenly the places, even where I grew up, it's so amazing that they show that's nice places to go. Holiday places. I said, where was this places all these years? I've been staying in that area for so long. Where was it all the time? But it was like the mindset, it was put in our mind. So ultimately believe that there's nothing further than that. um but I'm grateful for this opportunity that I got, right? um that's really still, traveling is still one thing that I would really love to do, with my boys, and show them that there is more to than what we think, and what was made, that we believe that it was just that and that's it. There's so many opportunities, there's so many things to see, there's so many things to experience, right? If we have to go through life, it's just that. But you have to have an open mind, you have to be responsible at the end of the day. um Self-care, now I put a lot of time when it comes. I at least once a month or twice a month, I need to take care of myself. With all these roles and responsibilities, like I ended up finishing work, my the house chores late last night, things like that. So now I need some time. I need to pay myself. I need to pamper myself for the things that I do. We cannot be that hard on ourselves as nurses. And that's the thing. Nurses also, like, they feel like they are cursed, or it's a belief that they have to work this
You're
long
being
hours, and then
association.
we're not. Sis Louisa, we believe that Florence Nightingale said you need to be
Yeah.
by that bedside, 24/7, no matter what. But yeah, we are just the chosen ones. But at the end of the day, we still have our lives. We still have our lives. We still have our families, and we still need to look after ourselves. And if we're parents, our children, and show them, there's more to than just this little bit that's there. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say, but yeah, for me, it's just the traveling and myself. So
Yeah,
yeah, thanks, Stella.
yeah, amazing. All right.
Thank you, Sis Moira. That's really true. There's more to life than just work. And I really, really love traveling. I think I'll get crazy if I can't travel in a few weeks of work. And Sis Moira, I might go to Dubai in November. I hope because I'll visit my brother. I
Wow.
hope I'll see you when I go there.
We're so
November, because
jealous of you,
it's a bit
sis Stella.
I am
yeah,
jealous
just
too.
have to make it happen.
Come,
Just have to
Habibi,
make it
come.
happen. Yeah, soon. Okay, before we'll hear from Sis Louisa, thank you so much for your inputs. By the way, Sis Mara, that's very inspiring. And yeah, we have Coach Elenita. Hello, Coach. Thank you for tuning. watching from New South Wales, Australia. Thank you so much for watching, even if it's already late. Thank you, ladies, for sharing. You're welcome, Coach. Thank you. Thank you so much for your support. And yes, we'll hear from you, Sis Louisa. Your turn. The floor is yours.
Give me a second, guys. Sometimes, the issues of this, I can't drag myself to spotlight. Oh, there you go. Hello, ladies. I think, guys, you mentioned about travel. I didn't know that all we need is travel, right? Well, well, for me, I think we are the same. I think we are, we nurses really need a break, right? So I just want to mention, I think before I became a business owner, the dream that I really put on hold was simple but deeply important, the time freedom that I had been longing for. I think I mentioned before that I've always wanted a social life, more rest, and the chance to do things I genuinely love. But like I said, like we nurses, we work so hard. I had three jobs back then, working multiple jobs in nursing shifts, made all that, impossible, just like you guys. But our lives, you just like work, sleep, and repeat. Even if I remember that time, even if we had weekends, all we do is just use those weekends to sleep or do the laundry and everything that you need to do at home. And then, I could do things when I'm probably sick or annual leave. I remember, like, I think I could do mostly when we're on annual leave or probably when I was sick. So, but then, when I have this business, I realize a lot of things. Because, I've always wanted to have more time freedom. Before, I couldn't travel. I couldn't even travel in Australia. Like, I really wanted to, but I just can't. Like, what's this, like we're stuck on the bedside. But of course, we have so much responsibilities that really stop this from doing what we love to do. So everything has changed when I joined in this business. It's really a truly a game changer. I finally gained the time freedom that I always wanted and prayed for. I now can finally breathe. I could totally enjoy life. I've been traveling. That's the good thing about this business, because I think for the last 3 years, this is probably my fourth year in doing Gather and Grow in Australia. I think we've been traveling aside from Sydney, but I've been to Melbourne, and I'm going to Gold Coast this year. So it's really really good. Like, I'm hoping to travel more in Australia before going outside of Australia. And I would say I'm more happier than before, and I'm not being tied to work much anymore. And I will work whenever I want, I guess, because guys, like we versus Stella and me, we're all casual, and you guys, you are full time. So I think that's the good thing when you are casual, and that is what I want, and maybe what probably all of us our lives, right? So this is happening on me now, and I love it, and I hope that it could be you as well who are watching here, because truly the joy of not being pressured or stressed right now is truly good for me, especially my mental health, or emotionally, physically. And I truly love it compared before that, we just tied up work and then come home and go to sleep. So I don't really feel a lot of worries than before, what will be the future holds for me now. That maybe I would say now the only dream still on hold isn't because I'm too busy working. I think it's because I am preparing and saving wisely. So I think my next, maybe the it's still traveling, but I want to be more like international. Like, I want to travel more Asia, or not just Philippines. I do travel Philippines. I'm so jealous of Sis Stella because she travel when I traveling in around. Maybe you guys are traveling more. So I think I want to travel more across Asia. And the beautiful thing is, it's really possible here in our business. And this business really like gives me the flexibility I want, the additional income and the freedom, to plan for it. I really wanted this to happen, but it will. Maybe it's just in God's plan. And time freedom gave me my life back that I lost when I first stayed here 5 years in Australia. Because honestly, when I first came to Australia, like three jobs, where can we get all the, like what sis Aini said, even just having a coffee or having a social life, uh I think my husband said, like, sometimes he likes people watching, watching people what they do. I kind of like enjoy that nowadays. Like, I see people, but I notice people, talking to people. So I know the fact that, because of this business it will happen. So I think, I think all of us here want to travel more. I think that, guys,
100%.
like,
Yeah.
it is really possible. Back to you, sis Stella.
Thank you. Thank you, sis. It's so hard to click and mute. Yes, yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. Oh my God, I really love to travel. That's why I'm doing travel nursing, because I love the traveling part. I love exploring places. I just don't like the working part, but that's okay. I mean, like, thinking work, you will only work for a few weeks for your contract. It's really good.
Mm.
And when you have something to look forward to, oh my God, it's so amazing. You would be always happy going to work if there's something that you booked or you look forward to. And yeah, because it's really very important, to have work life balance. So, Coach Elinda
Agree.
said time freedom is the most important. That's very true. No, that's so true, Coach. Thank you so much. Yeah, so for me, my dream has always been to have, yeah, what I put on hold before. I was working same as this Luis. I was working three jobs when I first started in Sydney, and that was crazy. I can't believe how I managed and did that, because that's insane, really. And if you're not looking after yourself, time goes by. When you get older, your body will feel all
Tough
those
on you. Yeah.
sacrifices that you've been through before. And when I work full time also as a dialysis nurse, I thought it will be like easier than real bedside nursing, but it's still not. My back was still always in pain after shift. When you have a busy shift, long hours, and stand on your feet all the time standing, yeah, so every after shift my back really is killing me. It's hurting, and you can't just depend on pain meds all the time. So
Yeah.
I had a CT scan, and it shows how what a wreck, how chaotic my back was. And I was like, oh no. So that's why I searched for something that could solve my problem, like not standing all the time, like a less demanding work. So I found this business, and I'm so thankful. I did part-time job after that full-time, and it gets really better, and I'm not suffering that pain anymore. And now doing casual in travel nursing, which is really good. I'm so happy and enjoying it. So that was my dream, to have more freedom, because I time freedom, freedom to travel. Freedom is really very important, no, in all aspects, like time freedom, because I hate being tied. Like if you're working full time, you just have to request for your leave, and sometimes it's not approved because of short staffing. And I hate that. I would hate my boss if he or she will not allow me to go and leave if I want to. And also freedom to travel, and of course the opportunity to build something that's truly our own, like business and self-care, time with your family, time with your loved ones, time for yourself, and yeah, the freedom to travel anywhere you want. So, don't get me wrong, I love being a nurse, and that's our passion. So nursing has given me so much. So it has allowed me to live in Australia, meet amazing people, support my family, and I am always grateful and thankful for that. But over time, of course, I'm working as a nurse for so many years already. Over time, I realized that I don't want my income and my future to depend only on the number of hours that I work. And so, yeah, because we're employees, right? And our income is fixed, like on how many hours you work, that's just your income. And I also dream of building businesses, like for us to be able to like to fund our future without depending on our jobs, and we can continue helping other people in a different way. Yes, and I also believe that we don't have to give up our profession to
Yeah.
pursue our dreams, right? So
Yeah.
sometimes we just need another vehicle or another way that can help us get there. So that's why we
That's
build businesses.
right.
Like, yeah, we use our income as a nurse to build businesses. So that's what they say: hustle until your money do the hustle, or your money works for you. Money do the work, or things, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I so love this business because we learn from each other, we support each other, so we discover opportunities that can bring us one step closer to the dreams that we've been putting on hold. So we all have, I think, same dreams: time freedom, financial freedom, and yeah, the if you have time freedom, you have the freedom to travel. So that's why I became open to learning about this digital business. And not because I wanted to leave nursing, but because I wanted to create more choices for my future. And this is our vehicle. This our work now is our plan A, and plan B is our side hustle, which is the digital business. And yeah, over time we've seen business partners that have transformed their lives and changed their plan A to the business, the digital business, and quit their jobs, their full-time jobs, which is so amazing. So yes, I think that's it for me. Do you have any more words to say, beautiful ladies, before we wrap this up, because it's already late in your side in Sydney, and just my will still have to go to work. Yeah. So
Yeah.
anything else to add?
I actually want to add on what you said, Sister Estella, because the back pain. That's one of my issue, back pain, because last year, some people they know about that. I had a scan done, and I took the scan to one of the surgeon where I am working, and he said, your back's just worn out. I was just in constant pain. And I said to him, so what's the option I have? He said, fusion. Fusion means like a very extensive invasive surgery. And I'm not ready for that, because once you have that done, you can't really work as fully nurse. You can't function because you need your back, you need your body to move around. And that really added stress on my, on my heart, on my mental health. Like my blood pressure was high. I was just comforting myself in unhealthy food. My cholesterol was high. I was a mess last year. But I did have steroid injection because that was other option he gave me, but I'm still in pain. So, it's not like we don't like nursing. It's our calling. We love the caring profession. We love to be part of it. We are grateful to that. But,
Yep.
it comes with a lot of issues. It comes with, mental health, physical, health issues. So it's just the way how it is. That's why we are in this online business. So we want something to balance, so that we can enjoy it. We can still continue working. However, we just want to have, some break, some time. That's why, otherwise, we are not against nursing. We love our profession. We are not discouraging anyone to give up on nursing. Yeah, I'm a mentor, and I teach and I mentor nursing students, and I don't teach them to give up on nursing, but you need to look after yourself. It's
Yeah.
very
That's
important.
so true.
Self-care is
Think-
important. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
That's true, Sis Ain.
Yeah.
Sis Ain, yeah, I was watching one of the, so I think she was a doctor or something, that she explained. She had this. It was an elderly guy, was over 60 or something, or 70, and when he retired, I think he passed away not shortly after his retirement. After years, did the mother and the children asked him to retire. And why do you want to wait till that time, to do the things that you want to do, if you can do it now?
Mm.
That's a real eye opening, and she was sharing it openly. I think it wasn't one of the TikTok or something. Um, and people were responding to that as well. So yeah, we as healthcare workers we really have to look after ourselves. You cannot work until 65, 75, and then when this happened also to my dad, right? My mom used to say you need to finish work, and my dad was just a stubborn old man that he thought he was the superhero in that company. He was very good at what he did, right? And then we had him for 3 months. He retired. He finished August 2010. No, not August. I think it's three months prior, because he passed away. Um, yeah, he retired August 2010. My son was born, I think, that month, and then my dad passed the October that same year. So yeah, I cannot. That is why I made the decision. I have to do something to retire early, and and also not, as you said, Sister Stella, we don't have to stop our jobs to pursue our dreams. You can still pursue our dreams. What we're doing, it's just managing it and how to do it. That's the important thing. But this is why we have an amazing community here, and we have an amazing program that helps us set
Mhm.
out and organize our lives. Yeah.
I just wanna add as well. You know how like you guys like there's a saying that you work hard now, so later on when you retire you can enjoy life. I don't think it's a thing right now these days
Yeah.
anymore. Like, because the thing is you don't really know, because sometimes when I remember when I was in with cancer patient, it's really hard to see, even the young ones right now unexpectedly they got sick, and they worked so hard the entire life and they haven't even retired yet. It's really sad. And yeah, it's really sad. So I think just when I like say, um to all moms, nurses, healthcare professionals who are actually watching, guys, don't wait, to for you to get sick, or or to retire just to have another extra income. Why not do it now? And by the way, I just want to represent to all of you guys, we have a live webinar tomorrow. I just want to invite you, 10 a.m. Australian time, and I'm not sure in Dubai, so just probably sis Mara wants to, yeah,
4
say that.
a.m.
Yeah, 4 a.m. But anyway,
Oh,
however, you can always like watch it on replay, register on our websites here, whoever like you are happy to get connected with. And you guys, you don't need to be, stuck. If you're feeling stuck right now, if you're too exhausted, you are wondering if there's still an option. Of course there is. That's why we are here. All right. How about you, sis? Do you wanna wrap it up now? And again, thank you so much
yes.
for this.
Thank you, thank you, thank you so much, beautiful ladies. Thank you. I can't thank you enough. I hope it's always like this that we're complete. Yeah, it's so good. Yeah, so everyone, so whether you're a nurse, a healthcare worker, or simply just someone looking for some flexibility and options in life, we hope that you've gained some valuable insights in our conversation tonight. And yeah, so if you want something, some time freedom, financial freedom, um, freedom to travel, yeah, do something. Your life won't change if you're still doing the same thing. So you have to do something with your life and do something today that your future self will thank you for. I think that's
Yeah,
it for now,
that's right.
everyone. Thank you so
All right,
much.
everybody. Thank you so
Thank
much. And thank you
you.
for listening. If you
Have a
have any
good night, good sleep. Have a
questions,
good
please
shift,
comment
Moira.
below.
Thank
Have a
you.
good
Thank you.
shift. Yeah.
Bye.
God
Bye,
Goodbye.
bless.
everyone.
Bye.
Have a good night.
Bye. Thank you, ladies.